Stillness is where clarity lives. In the rush of modern life, it's easy to forget the power of stillness. But just like a muddy river clears when undisturbed, your mind too finds clarity in calm. Nature doesn't rush, yet everything gets done. So breathe. Let your thoughts settle like dust. In silence, truth gently emerges. Every flower blooms in its own time. You don't have to match anyone's pace. The sunflower waits longer than the cherry blossom, but both bloom beautifully. Your journey is not late. You are unfolding in perfect time. Embrace your pace and trust that what's meant for you is growing, even if you can't see it yet. Let your life lightly dance on the edges of time like dew on the tip of a leaf. There's a joy in lightness, in living without clinging, in savoring moments instead of rushing past them. Like dew that sparkles briefly, life is precious not because it lasts forever, but because it's fleeting. Dance gently through your day, and you'll find beauty in the smallest glimmers. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. The rivers don't race. The trees don't force their growth. And yet, the seasons change, the blossoms bloom, and the sun rises, all without strain. Let this be your reminder that peace is not in speeding up, but in trusting the rhythm of life. Slow down. You're not behind. Even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise. No matter how heavy life feels right now, this is not the end of your story. The dawn always follows the night. Just like animals rest through the storm and rise again, you too will rise. Hold on gently. Hope is quietly working beneath the surface of your struggles. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. Nature is our oldest teacher. The cycles of trees, the migration of birds, even the rhythm of ocean tides, all whisper quiet truths. When you sit with nature, your mind begins to mirror its calm, and your questions begin to answer themselves. Sometimes, the earth speaks when we finally listen. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. You won't find lasting peace by chasing it. You build it with small moments. The way you feed the birds, smile at a stranger, or walk barefoot in the grass, these are seeds of joy. Like the sun that warms without asking, your gentle actions bring light to your own soul. The earth has music for those who listen. Wind brushing through leaves, rain tapping on rooftops, the distant call of an owl. These are not sounds of silence, they're a natural symphony. When we slow down, we begin to hear the world differently. Nature sings not to impress, but to soothe. And sometimes that's all we need. A walk in nature walks the soul back home. When you feel lost in worries or overthinking, step outside. Let the forest paths, ocean waves, or chirping birds bring you back to the present. Nature doesn't demand, it simply welcomes. And with each step in her arms, you'll feel the weight lift from your chest like fog from the hills. In every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks. You might go to the forest for air, but come back with wisdom. You might seek a breeze and find balance. Nature has a way of giving more than you ask for, offering silence when your head is noisy and space when your heart feels crowded. Step in and be nourished. When the roots are deep, there is no reason to fear the wind. Life will always shake us, through change, heartbreak, or failure. But if we stay rooted in self-belief and calm, we won't be broken. Trees bend in the storm but rarely fall. So plant your roots in patience and kindness. Trust that you are strong even when it feels windy. Be like a tree and let the dead leaves drop. Some things, people, memories, mistakes, aren't meant to stay. Trees never mourn fallen leaves. They trust new growth will come. Let go of what no longer feeds your peace. Releasing isn't weakness, it's part of your natural cycle. You don't have to carry everything to bloom. Time spent among trees is never wasted time. Sitting beside a tree, you start to notice the slow rhythm of life. Not rushed, not noisy, just present. You breathe slower. You think clearer. Trees aren't in a hurry, and you don't have to be either. Even just a few minutes beneath their branches can change your whole day. There's a sunrise and a sunset every single day, and they're absolutely free. Don't miss so many of them. Life gives us magic daily, but we're often too busy to see it. A sunrise doesn't need Wi-Fi or tickets, just your presence. Let each one remind you, you're alive, this moment is here, and beauty can be free. You just need to look up and pause. Adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience. In nature, nothing blooms overnight. The tallest trees were once seeds buried in darkness. So if your journey feels slow, remember this: growth is still happening, even if it's invisible. Nature doesn't rush, and neither should you. Be patient. Good things take time to root and rise. Quiet the mind, and the soul will speak. Your thoughts can get loud, like traffic in your head. But when you pause, breathe, and listen, a softer voice appears. That's your soul speaking. It doesn't shout. It gently reminds you of who you are beneath the stress. Calmness isn't emptiness, it's inner clarity. The clearest way into the universe is through a forest wilderness. There's something sacred in the wild. No filters, no noise, just raw, untouched peace. Every tree, every rustle, reminds you that you're a part of something vast. You don't need to escape to another world. Just step into nature, and you'll touch the universe within. Peace is always beautiful. True peace doesn't demand attention. Just as quiet, steady healing. Whether it's a still lake or a sleeping puppy, peaceful moments carry a beauty no chaos can match. Choose peace again and again. Not because life is perfect, but because you deserve stillness. To sit in the shade on a fine day and look upon the verdant green is the most perfect refreshment. You don't always need grand vacations or loud entertainment. Sometimes, all your soul craves is a tree's shadow and a gentle breeze. The world doesn't need to be dazzling to feel wonderful. Just let yourself be still, and nature will do the rest. Let nature be your teacher. Watch how the river keeps flowing even around rocks. How the sun rises without being asked. How animals live without overthinking. Nature has no ego, yet it thrives. Let it teach you how to keep going, stay present, and find strength in simplicity. Heaven is under our feet as well as over our heads. We often look up for answers, but sometimes they're right beneath us, in soft moss, warm earth, or paw prints in the sand. Beauty isn't always distant. It's here, close in reach. When we walk gently, we discover how sacred the ground we stand on truly is. Sometimes you just need to step outside, breathe the fresh air, and remind yourself of who you are and who you want to be. There's something healing about fresh air in your lungs and sun on your skin. It's a reset button. When life feels heavy, go outside and just be. No plans, no pressure. Just presence. Like wildflowers, you must allow yourself to grow in all the places people thought you never would. You don't need permission to bloom. Even in cracked soil, flowers find a way. Be like them, unapologetically alive. Let people doubt, you'll prove them wrong by simply growing. Boldly, freely, in your own time and in your own way. There is something infinitely healing in the repeated refrains of nature. Waves always return. Seasons always change. Birds always sing again. These rhythms remind us that no pain lasts forever. Nature's patterns are proof life renews, even when it breaks. Healing doesn't shout. It moves in cycles, slowly, softly, surely. The mountains are calling and I must go. That tug you feel in your chest, to leave, to breathe, to just be, is your spirit remembering its roots. Mountains don't speak, but they call. They whisper peace. So listen. Go where the air is clean, the silence loud, and your worries feel small. The wind whispers secrets only the quiet can hear. You won't hear the wisdom of the wind if you're always running. But if you stop and listen, it tells you things you've forgotten. Like how to be light, how to let go, how to move with grace. The wind doesn't need to push, it just flows. Let your soul catch up with your body. We move fast, jumping from one task to the next. But your soul travels slower. It needs pauses, gentle moments, Deep breaths. Rest isn't laziness, it's arrival. Let your soul catch up. It has something to tell you. Even the smallest animal has a soul. Look into a cat's slow blink, a dog's wagging tail, or a deer's cautious gaze. There's emotion there. Awareness. Animals remind us that life is. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Watch the seasons change, the rivers carve canyons, the flowers bloom without rushing. Nature trusts timing. It doesn't force or rush, yet everything unfolds perfectly. Let this remind you, slow growth is still growth. You don't need to race. You only need to keep going. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. You may feel small at times, lost in the noise of life. But within you is a depth as vast as the sea. Every emotion, every dream, every kindness, they echo the universe itself. You matter. You are not just part of the world. You are a world.